Hey friends, welcome back to another Take 10. I'm Maggie, and today's Take 10 will be a nice kind of more restorative, therapeutic, relaxing kind of class, and it's based off the technique called self-awakening yoga developed by Don Stapleton. So if you're interested in this technique at the end of the class, you can always look that up and give it a try. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I want to start by offering this quick quote that I really feel like kind of encompasses the goal of self-awakening yoga, which is essentially to become aware of sensations and to view those sensations in your body with curiosity instead of judgment. So if you want, you can go ahead and find a comfortable seat, close your eyes, and tune into your breath, and I'll share this quote with you. To become aware of sensation in the present moment is to allow the mystery of your being to speak to you. Take 2 more deep breaths, in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and blink them open and make your way onto your back. Both feet down with your knees up. Place your hands on opposite elbows and stack your elbows roughly over your shoulders. Allow your elbows to start to fall side to side. So arms will fall towards the right and then to the left. Now allow the movement as we begin to just be isolated into your arms. So you might really feel a big stretch in the back of your shoulders, maybe along the tops of your shoulders into your arms. For me, I'm a side sleeper, so I get a lot of tension in my traps and kind of around my shoulder blades. So for me, this feels like a really nice stretch. Now, as you're going side to side, allow the movement to kind of grow naturally. So allow your head to start to follow your arms. A lot of self-awakening yoga is meant to be moving in a very rhythmic and calming way so that we can calm the mind and allow our minds to gaze inwards and feel into these sensations from a place of safety. Now see what it would feel like if your arms went left and your gaze went right. So kind of taking a more differentiated gaze. Good. Notice any change of sensation there. And the last thing we'll add on is the knees. So the elbows will come to the right, the knees fall to the left. So knees are opposite of elbows. And we start to let this movement happen basically into our whole body now. The head is moving, the arms are moving, the spine is twisting, the hips are rolling, and the knees are falling side to side, rolling along the bottoms of the feet. If you want, you start to feel that rhythm, you can close your eyes and just allow your breath to guide your movement. Not thinking too hard about it, just allowing the movement to happen. Come back to the center, place your hands down by your hips and just notice any shift in your body. Does something feel heavier or lighter? Warm or cool, dense or soft. Place your hands on your hip points, so find those pelvic points on your hips. Imagine that your pelvic bowl was a compass and your tailbone was north, your right hip was east, your sacrum was south, and your left hip was west. So start to point north by rolling onto your tailbone, point east by rolling onto your right hip, south on your sacrum, left hip is west. So take it into a circle. So we're really trying to control the movement of the pelvic bowl here. So north, east, south, west, north, east, south, west. Now see if you can reverse that. South, east, north, west, south, east, north, west. One more. South, east, north, west. Good. Come back to center. Maybe give your hips a little wiggle. Roll onto your side. Stack your palms and just reach your right hand past your left and then open up into a twist. Reach past your left hand and then open up to a T. Do 2 more like that. Reach and open. Reach and open. And then open and allow your legs to fall to the right and take the other side. Left hand reaches past the right palm and then open to a T. And let your head just kind of naturally roll along. Good. 1 more, reach, and then open. Bring your feet to the ground, knees up, hands on top of your knees. Open your right knee all the way to the right. Anchor it down with your right hand and try to open your left leg as far as you can. So you have this nice inner thigh stretch and hip opening. And then as you're moving, you'll notice when you can't hold your right knee down anymore, allow it to lift and go to the other side. So we'll do that again. So now the left leg stays stable. Open your right. Once you can't keep the left leg down anymore, let it lift and roll to the other side. So you're kind of rocking and rolling side to side, but in the center, you want to try to see how open you can get your hips and stretch through your inner thighs. Good. We'll rock back and forth a few more times, taking it as slow or as fast as you would like. Good. And then on this next one, just roll up to a seat. Use your elbow to push you up. We'll come into what we call a pinwheel position with your left knee bent, your right knee bent, but your inner right knee coming to the center. So the inner right knee is on the mat. Your left foot is resting on your right hip. So once we get there, place your right hand on your right hip and just begin to lift your right knee up and look over your left shoulder. Then root down through your right knee, your right hip rather, and then lift up and look over. So we're gonna do a few of those. Lift up, look over, and you can make it kind of sassy. Maybe you wanna blow a kiss to somebody. Maybe you look over your back right shoulder, just noticing how the difference feels with your gaze going left versus your gaze going right. Good. So we're really getting into some nice hip extension, starting to get that right glute firing, and some good hip mobility here. Relax your right hip back down, place your left hand on your left knee, scoop your right hand under your right ankle, lean back and lift your left knee, rock forward, lift your right foot. So it's like a rocking horse. Left knee lifts, right foot lifts. And again, just very rhythmic, noticing how this feels in the body, how your hips are beginning to feel as you move. Good. 1 more forward and back. Good. Come back to the center, release your hands, lean forward slightly and kick your right leg back long and hover it off the ground. Then kick it forward. So we're going kick back, kick forward, kick back, kick forward. And you can always add a little hi-ya in the front. Good. 1 more back and forward. Good. And we'll switch sides. So right knee bends, left knee comes into internal rotation. So the inner knee is on the mat. Right foot relaxes on your left thigh. We'll start with the hip cradle again. Left hand to left hip. Lift up through your left knee. Maybe look over your left shoulder and then back down. So it's the movement's really happening from this left hip. It goes down to up. So hip flexion, hip extension. Good. And you can change the gaze as you go. Nice breath to movement. Good. Come back to the center, right hand to right knee. Left hand scoops under your left ankle. Lean forward, lift the left foot. Lean back, lift the right knee. So just rocking back and forward, back and forward. Really nice mobility for the hips. Good. Make your way back to the center. Let your hands release. Lean forward, kick your left leg back, and then forward. Back and forward. Hi-ya. Good. For 2 and 1. Good. Make your way onto your belly. Fingers point in with your elbows up like an iguana, and come on down, relaxing your forehead to the earth. This will be our last movement for the day. Reach your right knee and slide it up towards your right wrist. Try to bring your gaze under your right arm and reach your nose towards your right knee. Slide the right knee back. We'll take the other side. Left knee slides up towards left wrist. Bring your gaze under your left arm, nose toward your knee. One more on each side. Right leg slides up, reach over. Right knee slides back. Left knee slides up, reach over, knee to nose, and then back. Place your palms down, press your hips back, big toes together, knees wide, and we'll end in child's pose today. Let your head be heavy into the mat, your hips be heavy towards your heels, and your bones to be as heavy as they really are, allowing your muscles to melt and releasing any last bit of tension into the earth beneath you. Stay here for as long as you would like, breathing and noticing how this practice has shifted any sensation in your body. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for class today. Hope you enjoy. Let us know in the comments below if you would like to see any other classes in this style or to learn more about self-awakening style yoga. Have a really blessed day, and we'll see you again soon.